Make sure we get everybody in here. Get a second. Finally got some good news. Finally got some good stuff to talk about it. Good stuff to talk about. Some good updates. My coach is a little irritated right now, but that's all good. We can deal with that. Is he gonna be ready to do anything? Get on in here, people. Get on in here, people. Get on in here. Y'all seem as excited as I am. Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Still worried about the layoff. Big time worried. Easy Mac, what's going on? Fabian. Come on, y'all. Act like y'all not excited about this news. Get my boy back in here. See if my man can get some buckets. Coach Mack said, he will be playing tomorrow, didn't he? We heard an emphatic Coach Mack. Y'all jumped in here. Y'all got some energy tonight, don't you? Bradley Williams, let's go. Let's go. Malik, yes, indeed. Let me run down the list so I can catch up. What's going on, Fabian? Let me run through the list, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, listen, I know what you're saying, Will. Easy Mac, what up? Let's get it. Let's get it. Jason, what's going on? Let's talk about it. 15-12 for his triumphant return. Devin, I'm okay with that. It's going to be a big. When is our next game? Tomorrow, 6 o'clock. We got the Tar Heels. Let's go. Let's go. You know what our next game is? Don't do that to me, Bo. Good evening, Lauren. Good evening, Fabian. IARP, we got to talk about that. Jason, we got to talk about that. We have to talk about IARP. We have to talk about Coach Chris Mack's interview, his press conference. We got to talk about Malik Williams. We got to talk about Kentucky trying to schedule some mid-majors late. Marcus, wait a minute. Listen to that. Harp. What happened with the standoff and why haven't we heard more about it? Harp, why have we not heard more news about the standoff? Harp, do you realize I was the only person to bring the information? They do not listen. Yeah, I know they did not listen to me. Yeah, Fabian, that IRP conversation is going to be brutal. He will be playing tomorrow with the majors, staring to the camera. Max going to be, yeah, that's going to be conversation. We got good, great material. The ending of this. Brad, did you enjoy the show? I did my best, Brad. I did my best to keep everybody as informed as humanly possible. Brian Hall probably wanted to get out of there. Process just wanted to go see what was going on. I'm trying to tell these dudes the importance of getting this information out to the people, and they ready to go enjoy their Fridays. I'm like, we are a news station right now. Y'all cannot leave. We have to give this to the people. We owe the people. So, Brad, I hope you did enjoy the part of it. I did as good as I could. Cody, welcome. We all in pain. We endured all week. It's going to end some positivity. Oh, Cody, thank you so much for supporting the channel. I do appreciate it so much. Cody, they better not let me mess around and get a win in North Carolina tomorrow. I am going to be absolutely a nightmare if y'all let me beat North Carolina tomorrow. Trust me. Oh my God. Mack is undefeated at UNC. That's funny. Hart, thank you for saying that, because I didn't want to switch over. I wanted to stay there, but again, I think Brian just wanted to get out of there. I think I think I might have got bullied or something. I don't know what they did over on 680. I stopped listening after we had to get off. So yeah, Brian, he wasn't gonna hang around like that. Kentucky already. Yes, they did. Actually, Coach Davenport, he said they had good conversation. Davenport didn't want to throw Kentucky under the bus because he's going to want to play that game in the near future. So they probably dodged Bellarmine the same way, but Coach D would never say that because he's on the up and up. Yes, cool guy Don. I am so excited to talk to y'all. I kind of went over this new coach's history. I think y'all are really gonna enjoy him, and I'm gonna make a recommendation to everybody listening right now about our coach. We'll get to that part. L1C4 says she missed it. Malik asked it. I'm hyped about that. Today would have been a perfect day for the YouTube channel if you were in the standoff. I hope we have a game tomorrow. Vaughn, I know. Vaughn, I wasn't. I got a couple ice patches right in front of my spot, so it was kind of suspect. And I didn't feel great. You know what I'm saying? Last night, so I was like, probably could take. I hadn't been in there all week, so it wasn't gonna hurt. I was kind of mad at myself for not going, but I probably wouldn't have done as good of a job trying to kind of like dictate from home. So I do agree, though. On the YouTube channel, it would have been wild. That would have been wild. But yeah. So 6 o'clock. I believe the game is at 6 o'clock. But somebody correct me if I'm not right about that. 4 hours to midnight. You know what? Cool guy Don. You know what? I'm gonna do that because cool guy Don suggested it. I'm sure the secretary's laughing right now. We are here. Listen, I can see enough of y'all are ready to have some good conversation that what I'm going to do is go get a glass. Brad, okay. Oh, Brad, I'm glad you enjoyed the extra 30 minutes. I'm glad Derek, it's at 6 o'clock, I believe. But yeah, y'all definitely check over that one just to make sure I don't mess it up. Yes, Aston, I will do a pregame. Hold on, let me roll through all these extra 30 minutes. Brad, I did have a good time. Pregame, I'm going to do a pregame tomorrow for sure. Thank you, Tyrone. Thank you for sticking around with me for the standoff. And I can't believe, Tyrone, I can't believe Brian and Mike Betts didn't want to be reporters. They were just like, they were like burying the story. Like, I'm like, this is interesting. Don't y'all think it's interesting? They're like, the police weren't doing much. And I'm like, find something out. You got the whole world listening right now. Like, this is your shot to be to be first on the scene with the news, with a news platform where you got a big audience listening. I can't believe they just wanted to leave. I was surprised at that. Anthony Edwards has been stepping it up. UK dodge belt. Yep. Listen, Davenport said they didn't dodge him, so we gotta go with Coach Davenport on that one. After Max Presser. Yes. So we're not sure. I think he probably got an inconclusive, just like Coach Davenport or something. Okay, 6 o'clock is correct. Who's out for tomorrow's game? Just 8. They're doing the protocols, and I think one of our protocols is not matched up with the ACC, so I think that's why he's pissed off. I was going to say the same thing. Trying the legacy, we got some good energy tonight. That is exactly why. And in a couple seconds, as soon as I get to the last text, or as soon as I get caught back up, I'm going right to that kitchen. I'm gonna drop in 2 cubes of ice, and we're gonna get nice this evening. We're gonna enjoy this evening. Good. Malik Williams, Lawrence, don't do that. Don't do that, Lawrence. It's Friday night. We're trying to have a good time. Oh, I'm sorry. Lawrence, my fault. My fault. I didn't see is at the beginning. I didn't know that was a question. I'm sorry. I was ready to get mad at you. You're right. That's a great question. And I think the answer is no. But I thought you were just saying Malik isn't going to just, I just thought that was the energy. Sorry, my fault. I misread that. Okay, tomorrow can't come fast enough. I agree. But that's why I'm going to enjoy this night show tonight, because it's going to help me, go a little extra time tonight, get a little excited. So when I sleep and when I wake up, I'll be kind of on the clock to get into my game. And I'm assuming we're going to play all the days I missed the show. I guess I need a podcast. I know. So was UNC trying to dodge? Yeah. Coach Max, he's probably like, don't try to speed it up now. I know Brian wanted to cut it off because what even happened? I can't find it on the news. Ashton, did they stop covering on 680? I mean, did they stop talking about it? Tron, I'm going to have to get to the Anthony Edwards. I'm down here in Rummage Country. I missed everything today, Frontman James. Yeah, there was an actual police standoff directly in front of ESPN Louisville today. Hold on, cool guy Don. I'm going to be there in a couple seconds. Let me get through these. I'm not going go get. Okay, hold on. Okay, Fabian, that's cool enough. After the Cars and the Cats lose, I'll be singing Rocky Top all night in Pigeon Forge. That's fair enough. No, Erastus, I wasn't feeling good last night. I wasn't feeling good at all. I could have, pushed through it, but I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to be bringing down your night. I mean, I wasn't terrible. It's just a little off balance. Okay. Is what we do. Everybody, if you're going to be in this chat room for the next hour, I want you to grab your weapon of choice. Mine is going to be this evening, my weapon of choice. I choose, drum roll please. I think I'm going to go this evening with a little Deep Eddies. Yep. Deep Eddies is the weapon. So if y'all gonna hang out with me this evening, you can grab yourself a Bud Light, grab yourself a Corona, Deep Eddies, and a little Focus. Should be great for the evening. So, everybody, I hope you go into your kitchen because we're going to be going fast. And there's going to be a lot of good information. There's going to be a whole lot of good information coming up here shortly. So, yeah, we are all filled up. Get these questions in here. Vodka rocks, indeed. Anthony Apple, vodka rocks, indeed. Let me make sure everything's charged up, plugged up, because I want my phone to go. Elijah Craig is a weapon of choice. Focus with the PH, John. That means we are doing our job. If you know that. Vodka rocks. Okay, fair enough. I'm late. What I missed, Cardinal Cam. I gave everybody a chance to go get their beer or go get their whatever your evening weapon of choice is. Go get it. Maestro, are you gonna pending a UT win? Maestro, good and well. I'm getting U of L rivals. 680 did not cover it. Are you serious? U of L rivals. Are you telling me 680 never covered that when y'all went over from 93.9? Tell me that that's not true. Because listen, I would have stayed on. And a little bit of Rumplemans. Cheers, Anthony. Cheers, everybody. Let's enjoy this evening. Mm, mm. Bradley, what's going on? Cheers. Oh, it's true. Oh, that's disheartening. Hold on. Okay. Wait, Crown Royal Peach. Okay. Oh, I didn't see all y'all gave me y'all weapons and choices. Okay. Let me just make sure I go to these. Oh no, Hart. Is this true? Is this true? Tito's and Red Bull. Okay, yes. Please tell me y'all weapons of choice for the evenings. Because yeah, that just put me in a good mood too. Is Williams started power forward against North Carolina? I mean, if this Lawrence, this is what I thought. If Malik is getting forced into playing, I'm like wondering if it's not Withers who's out or getting contact traced out or something. Crown Royal Peach, right? Fair enough. Okay, I'm just catching up on everything real quick. Cardinal Cam, what is your weapon of choice this evening? I can't believe 680 never covered it. We going in again. Okay. Yeah, listen, I'm 100% getting. As a matter of fact, I'm screenshotting this right now. I'm screenshotting this message right now because I'm gonna send that to Ron to make sure he knows after the win he got to come in. They would have fired me if there was a hostage standoff going on in front of the studio. If I would have fired somebody, I would have told the guests, listen, there is a standoff and SWAT is on the way. I'm sorry. We're going to have to postpone this interview for another time. But see, if Bob did that, then that means Bob was at home and Bob was just like, I can't see it, so I don't. I swear, y'all, I'm so glad we have the nighttime show so we can talk about this. Could you imagine if it was a hostage standoff in front of the studio and I was talking with a guy with a beat writer from North Carolina or something? Oh my God. I don't know about, listen, all those people, they listen, they know more about radio than I can imagine. But maybe I just got the ear of the people and I know that that's a bad programming decision. Oh, okay. Let me catch up. Got a few shots of goose. That works. Malik plays 12 to 15 minutes. Listen, only 15 minutes. I can handle that. I set seven the first half, 8 the second. Bro brothers. See, I don't know what that is. Hold on. Let me catch up. EKU is 18 15. Cal can still want the extra game. Ooh, he doesn't want no parts of these schools, does he? Let Luke tell it back. We'll never play two bigs. I know. That's what it looks like. Angels Envy, straight up. I'm not familiar with that one either. I'm going with the E40 tonight. The slur. That is funny. Give me y'all weapons of choice this evening. Crown Royal Peach. That's a couple of those. Grey Goose is a couple of those. False positives, and we got everyone. I can't wait to see who we got tomorrow. I was looking forward to Bob commentary on it, but good point about him being home. Yeah, he probably wasn't like he probably just wasn't even, interested like that. But whatever. Maybe let's talk about this Louisville boom. Wait a minute. Lamont, can you email that to me? Can you email that link to me? madefortheville@gmail. MADEFORTHEVILLE. Email me that link. I can't click on the link from this page. So Erastus says Jack for me. Bro Brothers is the first black-owned burn I think I did hear about that. I want to check that out. U of L rivals. Cooper, we got to talk about the Cooper situation. That I was pumped. Listen, I got to be honest. I was as pumped about the Cooper hire as I've been about anything football related in the last 6 months. I was pumped about that. That's big time. Glad to see we don't have negative bed tonight. Bickett, that guy only pops up. That's like the groundhog. He pops up once or twice a year and goes right away. Y'all brought me right out of that though. Be owners straight out of it. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Well, I'm on it now. Okay, I'm gonna be on that, Bro Brothers. I'm definitely gonna keep one at least in the cabinet or something. Startups too. Will Allen, everybody practice, but Aiden, I don't see how it's everybody. I know. Lauren, damn, I feel left out. Lauren, are you pulling the Steve Rummage? See that? Lauren, you don't have a glass of wine sitting nearby or something you can enjoy this evening? Well, you can enjoy a good soda too. Who doesn't enjoy a good ice cold soda? So don't feel left out. I get that. Hold on. Was the video on your Twitter from the guys playing? I saw a lot of guys in the video, so maybe I don't know. I didn't see the video. I didn't look at it. I think that was from the other day. But we'll go back and look at if we need to do some Woodford. We're doing Woodford and Tahoe OG style. I feel. Did you already speak on the coaching app from Florida? No, Tron. I'm gonna get to that next. Here we go. I'm just trying to catch up. There's a lot of there's a whole lot of interaction. I want to make sure I just okay. Who more stubborn? Chris Mack or Denny Crum? Chris Mack for sure. I don't know. Okay, Lauren. Fair enough. Yeah, so yeah, Steve doesn't either, but Steve definitely, if Steve's weapon of choice this evening would definitely be Coke. So you can just sit here and laugh at me, laugh at everybody after a cocktail. Rue, don't do that. You know what he meant. Here's what I'll say. Before I get to Coach Cooper, I will say this. Bickett, this is like off the record kind of thing. It seems like he has a anxiety deal. Reading in between the lines, seems like he has an anxiety deal. You got to remember his background's a little different. He's a health. He's kind of a health nut too. So, and people who are like real health conscious, like sometimes they might be germaphobes, or something like that. Like some people are healthy and they feel invincible. Some people are healthy. They might be like again, germaphobe, worried about everything. I think he's on the spectrum of kind of worried about everything a little more. So I think he's got some anxiety, which is totally fine. You know what I'm saying? Which is why, why you stop, you don't give him a hard time about it if he's, anxious about what's going on. You totally understand that. And if you sit around and you look at enough TV, or everybody knows, if you ever research anything, if you ever researched any kind of issue you got, you feel like the end is near. Say hi to son. Ballard, what are you doing up? Did they let you stay up? Like, Ballard, what are you doing up? Get some push-ups in or something. Get some sit-ups in. Do something productive, Ballard. You get to stay up. Make the most of your time. When the parents let you stay up and chill and hang out. Yeah, like he owes you some sit-ups or push-ups or something. What's going on, Sean? Good vibes tonight. Let's beat NC. Joe, definitely good vibes. Okay, catching up. You must not watch your game last night. That was the worst. Root, that was the worst call ever. The halftime shot, that was unbelievable. Coach Walls needs to report that to the NCAA and ask for an explanation from the official NCAA board, because now it's getting ridiculous. And he needs to do that before we get this tournament started, so they know they better leave him alone. Probably won't see Teddy tomorrow. Cal probably has him reserved. Oh yeah. We might not see Teddy anymore unless we win a couple games. I emailed it. Get a heads up. Okay, Lamont. Okay. So David Cooper. This is what I'll do. Coach David Cooper, Florida. He and David Turner at Florida put together some defensive line recruiting classes. Monsters. He was listen, David Cooper is like an up-and-comer who knows all the little, he's connected to all the youth in Florida. He is connected to all the defensive line talent. As an associate of player personnel, it's his job to scout the next wave, film the next wave. Think about this. We just took a coach from Florida, an up-and-coming coach from Florida, whose job is to film, scout, contact, social media-wise, to basically have a presence in all the defensive line talent. I mean, not just Florida, but we just took a coach who is wired to the defensive line talent and spends his days evaluating who can we build up and who can we develop. Huge part of the program. This is a guy who knows to take those 3 points. It was the worst. That was the absolute worst. Okay, I'll show y'all something right here. I'll bring up one of the articles. And I will save y'all. The hard stuff. Okay, turn to finish up. Okay. I will start y'all right. You know what? Actually, we'll just do a screen share. I'll bring y'all to what. Okay. Of course, when you get a coach, you start reading all his stuff. You start reading every article about him. You know what I'm saying? You start looking for the signs that what you might see that's not covered, in the front. So, share screen. Okay, share screen. I want y'all to see this really quick. This stuck out to me. Okay. Are y'all? Can y'all see this? Let me go make sure y'all see this clear. Okay. Listen, right here at the bottom, Cooper. Hold on, we'll start right here. While Turner was out finishing up recruiting for the 2020 class, the newly hired assistant director of player personnel, David Cooper, focused on establishing relationships with some of the Gators' top targets of the class of 2021. Cooper is responsible for watching film and staying in touch with many prospects, especially transfers and defensive line targets. That's what we do. Transfers and defensive line targets is what we need to get real good, real fast. This is 100% what we were looking for. Quarterback room and defensive line, immediate talent, immediate help. It's the perfect situation. So here we go. I'll close these other two, especially transfer defensive line targets. After the clock struck midnight on September 1st, Cooper and other UF staffers were allowed to make contact with the juniors. So he's been scouting the sophomore and junior waves. You know what I'm saying? So he's a ground floor guy with a Florida culture. Recent commit 2021 3-star defensive end Justice Boone was the first of Cooper's targets to commit to the Gators, as Boone went public for the last week. Okay. Okay, keep it going. The role of an off the field staffer, Cooper is unable to make contact with recruits anywhere outside of the UF campus, but his presence is still felt through social media and text. Cooper reaches out to many of the defensive line targets on a daily basis to recruit them alongside Turner. Thanks to his engaging tweets, Cooper has become a fan favorite on Gator Twitter. Thanks to his jokes and insight. Follow him right now. Follow him. His name is One Coach Cooper on Twitter. Follow this man right now. He's going to listen. He gives away more insider information. Listen, if you want to know your football, if you want to feel like you got an inside track, get some information, follow him. David Cooper, One Coach Cooper, I believe is his Twitter handle. Do that for me. Do that for yourselves if you're active on Twitter. If you're not, then I'm speaking to a wall. But yeah, do that. Listen, if he's engaging, if he's social media presence, and he's a fan favorite from his Twitter, and keep in mind, Louisville is one of the tops in the nation in social media impressions. So you definitely want to follow him. Both Cooper and Turner have been behind the hashtag pass rush route, the hashtag D block posts, which are often used in a recruiting show how the Gators have developed UF defensive linemen and NFL players. These edits have caught the attention of many targets that Florida is pursuing, including IMG Academy's highly rated, I won't attempt to say his name, Turner and Cooper's work is further proof that the recruiting gap is closing fast between Florida and other college football programs. Florida reeled the top defensive line class in 2020, and the pair of Davids have their eyes set on repeating that success for the 2021 class. Florida's mix of top line, blah, 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 junior day, blah, 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 blah. Coach Cooper treating this weekend like all-stars. Look, y'all got an up-and-comer. Cooper's a prime example of what a productive off-the-field staffer can bring to a program, which is why it's so important to continually make moves to bring in analysts and other recruiting staffers. Both Turner and Cooper are responsible for building a class to replace the seniors, blah, 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 blah. Turner and Cooper are putting in is paying dividends for the Gators, and it will be a sight to see as the Gators continue to add to their number 2 ranked 2021 recruiting class. You just stole that guy. You just stole that guy and brought him to Louisville. Cool guy, Don. You know I was gonna say something like that. What did as an official? Sean, you didn't see the ladies' game? Go ahead and defend the referees that took away Dana's shot at the end of the first half. It was a terrible call. D-line is a specialty. Yeah, of course. Indeed, Cooper sounds like a good get. Right here. What does Cooper know from here in order to get us to him out? Got to be. You mean. Oh, listen, Sean, it's the worst. It's the worst. Whose house, Coops? You listen. You read that. That's Florida talking about how important a recruiting and an associate recruiting coordinator has been to their defensive line and their number 2 recruiting class. You just stole a young dude who knows everything. He has the entire playbook. That's why you don't go spend a bunch of money on an OC. That's why you let Satterfield be the OC. You saved a couple dollars on that. Then you go out here and get the young boy, the young lion from Florida, bring him right on up in here and say, okay, Brittany, I know you eyeballing the next wave of guys. Get them up here. Get your next wave of crew up in here. I mean, and if for instance, if he knows Coach Brian Brown, dude, I can get you some money. Get your dogs up here. Hold on, let me go through these real quick. I see out here tonight. Yeah, Donovan been doing his thing. Thanks, baby. I mean, my son's night. Help me get him back to bed. Good call, then. Yeah. We definitely Yeah, he played at Indiana. I did know that. I mean, hold on. Let me see if there's anything. Sorry. Yes, recruiting coordinator. He will move up the ladder really, really fast. That was Florida acknowledging how important he was. So yeah, David Cooper, big, and I love the thinking. I love the thinking about the way they're going about it. We know we need defensive line talent. We know that. You don't need to get the guy that's already established. You get guys who know the ropes early. Listen, even if you get them for 2 years and you get 2 recruiting classes. David Cooper is a perfect hire for what you need. And I know we kind of fall in love with we fall in love with the location of the recruiting, but you cannot do much better than stealing guys who what's going on, Reggie? We're just talking a little. Satterfield is building a team inside and out. Yes, Sean, listen, that's a good hire, Reggie. What's going on? We're just talking a little Coach David Cooper, talking about what he can bring to the table. That definitely works. Hold on. Louisville social media platform is on point. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're ahead of the curve on that. Again, that's why we have, listen, if sometime when I'm not just telling y'all, Louisville ranks extremely high. Think about this. Hold on. I'll bring that off. Hold on. Because I want y'all to see. Think about this. Louisville on the social media interactions, clicks, links, conversation name, University of Louisville's social media presence is one of the tops in the country in all of universities. So think about that. The size of Louisville versus the size of your Kentuckys and Tennessees and Kansas, state schools. For Louisville to still be up there with the level of social media interaction, that just tells you Louisville has been ahead of the game in the social media area. Again, I make this joke with Jalen all the time. The Louisville fans are like 300, like the soldiers are 300. The Louisville fans are sharp, and they stay on social media. They will ride you out. Like, we got some passionate people who don't mind like attacking viciously on social media. You know what I'm saying? It keeps us sharp. Let me run through. No, Lawrence, he has nothing to do. He's not going to be out here chasing quarterbacks at all. David Cooper's going to build up my defensive line. That's what I needed. I needed a guy who was going to be in on the 2 next recruiting classes of defensive talent. If Florida gets the number 2 class in the country, there's going to be a lot of defensive talent that doesn't end up going to Florida. We're going to be able to be in on the next wave. Let's say we're not in on the top 18, you know what I'm saying? But right at 19, 20, 21, 22. Those are big time hits, hits for Louisville. You get a couple of those 6'3", 6'3", 265s that you can work with, 3 stars out of Florida. You stick them up here, you give them Coach Brown's defense. You bring in some studs. It's a big time hire. Yes, Easy Mac. Yes. And again, if he comes here, he likes it. But that's why I say, listen, follow the dude, interact with him. You know what I'm saying? Get that program energy rolling. You know what I'm saying? This is a big time get, y'all. And it was a smart play. It was a smart football staff play. Vince Tyree, Coach Brown. It's a smart move. It's a very smart move. Any chance we get to go up that? I know. Bickett, every time a quarterback goes on the market, I say the same thing. But until I hear something, kind of official, I wouldn't even explore it. Feeling better about Cooper. Listen. I know you're making a joke, but the talent that Cooper had here was just young and just getting going. So there was some talent coming in. Now they didn't put it together, but that same team flipped it. So you can't say he wasn't, there wasn't some uber talent. We know Satter's going to leave. Nobody's setting up a good position. Cardinal Cam, yes. Like even if he does leave, sounds like a great hire for Bill. Reggie, it 100% is. Like I said, if a guy is running the youth scouting department, and when I say youth, sophomore, junior, he's doing all the film, all the scouting film for the defensive line talent. That means he knows for at least 3 classes. He knows the parents, knows the coaches, interacts with them on social media. Every day he can do all he wants. And this is a guy, think about this. He is a fan favorite of the Florida Gators, and he's just an assistant recruiting coordinator. And the whole fan base loves him. So think about how active and connected and how much they know he's bringing to the table. They gave a assistant recruiting coordinator props for a number 2 recruiting class. And you got that guy out of Florida and stuck him in our room, in our recruiting world. I mean, that's a move. That's a big time play. And you got him for cheap because his title was assistant recruiting coordinator. So you didn't have to pay top dollar for him. You just paid to put us in the living room of the next 2-year waves of defensive line talent that would be going to Florida. What if you paid $100? I don't know what he makes, but let's just say you throw him $100,000 to put us in every living room of the next 2 recruiting years of Florida Gators. You know how much they pay for linemen at these big Nike programs? And you got a chance to get in there and steal a couple of them. Whew. Big time. With future merchandising, right? Number 1 in revenue a few years back. I know. Listen, that's why we've been able to survive so much, because our revenue has been so on point. Or is he setting up for a 5-year run? Yeah, like I said, I'm not kicking Satterfield out the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. And he knows what they got to look like. Joe, he knows what they're going to need to look like. Wait a minute. Think about it, Easy Mac. We've had one of our highest recruiting classes this year. One of the highest ever. Already. That's good energy. That's good program momentum. Always 266. Gotta love it. Seriously though, should Mack try get Kenny Payne? Listen, Kenny Payne, he's done that college thing. He's done with that. I definitely don't. The only way Kenny Payne is going to be back in college, he's going to be head coach. I definitely don't think. Be like, you are a, what was it? My dad says is what's the word I'm thinking of? It's not conspiracy. You're just a little critical right now. You're gonna get some wins, and you're gonna turn around on him. Florida pipeline, of course. I know it gets uncomfortable because people don't, want to do all local conversation, but you got to keep the Florida pipeline going. 3 stars out of Florida, Sean. I've been saying it for years. They got a different attitude. It's like bringing in fresh blood. Yeah, in the mix, in the coaching room. More than a few, and turn them into pros, 100%. And they can get isolated here. They don't get buried they don't get buried in depth. You got a lot of guys who are a lot better than you think, that they get buried in these defensive line rooms. You can really excel here. Number 1 recruit in Florida right now. I don't know who the number 1 is. We got to pay to keep him. Not yet. You didn't get 2 years. We're going to have 2 classes before we have to pay him a big chunk of money, because recruiting coordinator, he may make an easy transition to, defensive, assistant defensive coordinator, whatever. But if he'll be worth paying if he give us a class. Just joining Marcus. Do you know the 2 players out tomorrow? I wish I did, but even if I did, I probably wouldn't be able to tell y'all. So you're better off not even asking me that question. What did I miss? Oh, James Gregory. We just finished breaking down the hire of David Cooper from Florida. We got the ultimate inside man of Florida recruiting in David Cooper. And he's a big time social media guy. So if you're on Twitter, I suggest you follow him. He will be a really good follow. So David Cooper, his Twitter handle is one Coach Cooper. Good. Yeah, go ahead and do that. I know, but we gotta get higher. Listen, we're in the ACC. We need to have a team that can steal a couple games against SEC, but all you can do is keep your momentum going that way. You're gonna lose your coaches. You just don't want to play. Even if you keep it steady for a while before you keep your momentum. Only thing you don't want to do is lose momentum. Kenny Payne's gonna end up being the Auburn head coach. That'll be hilarious. Do you think Cal misses Kenny Payne? Listen, John, are people ready to admit that I was right about the Kenny Payne thing, or are they still trying to deny it? Cheers, everyone. And cheers to David Cooper. Much success in your defensive line recruiting. No, but listen. Hold on. I'm going to get down to that one because I just saw a comment that caught my attention. Get me a lockdown corner. We got one right now, too. We're about to tear something up. We got listen. Keitrell Clark is a lockdown corner. Go look at Keitrell. Look at his stats on how many times he's thrown to and how many yards he gives up. Like, he might be one of the tops in the nation at the least amount of yards given up per catch or something, just something ridiculous. So that was big time. His email, yes, Lamont. Hold on. I didn't have my let me go all inboxes. Hold on. Let me make sure you didn't go to anything else. Hold on, sorry. Yep, it is hold on. No. FOR, Lamont. It's FOR, made, MADEFORTHEVILLE. I always spell it out because a lot of people make that mistake. So it's made for the bill. Actually, let me. Okay. Well, I can't change the name on here. Hold on. Hold on. Let me put it out here real quick. Hold on. Yeah, right down here is how you spell it. At gmail.com. Hold on, Enzo. Let me check you out. If we have top 10 defense again, gonna add our ground and pound game to it. You listen, all you gotta do is be able to tread water and steal a couple. Before you know it, you win in the ACC. Cooper for an interview. Maybe. Cool guy Don. I might do that. I might reach out because I think that's one I can get pretty quick. That's funny, John. Maven knows all about Kenny. Indeed. You could tell behind it. Cheers with the Mountain Dew in hand. Fabian, whether it's cocktail, wine, cigar, whatever your evening choice is selling, or you could be like Lauren, have a nice cherry Coke. We all enjoy our little pleasures. But no, I'm actually on Deep Eddies tonight, Bickett. Wait, when we should open the basketball. That clip. Listen, I did you send that clip already to me? So yeah, Bickett, that's actually what I'm on. Okay, so is there any more football? Are we ready to jump into the basketball world? Y'all let me know. Lauren, that is 100% the agreement. That is 100%. Listen, and Lauren, there is nothing better than having an evening cocktail and having someone be your designated driver. It is the best. You listen, it makes you enjoy your cocktail so much more when you know you're sitting with a functional adult that can drive. It's the little things in life. Mm, mm, mm. At the Cardinal Club with Kenny. Let me run through these real quick. So I got a permanent designated driver now. It's awesome. Oh, is this what y'all want to do? Is it? No, actually, Lauren. Let me address that because this is funny. Listen, look. If you beat Carolina, the cigar is definitely coming out. 100%. Why does the COVID visit? I don't know how they stand in the bubble up there. Okay, I gotta address this one real quick. I am not a person who throws up, and if I do, I can see it coming 10 minutes ahead of time. So by the time I need to throw up, I've already just called everybody and made all my reservations and just, hey, y'all, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave here for about 10 minutes because I can tell I'm getting ready to throw up. It's really weird. Maybe I listen to my body really well, so I never like threw up unexpectedly or anything like that. Okay, hold on. Okay, we'll go to it now. I think I took a screenshot of it. Darn it. Let me go to it real quick because it's always good to have some kind of graphic. Even though it gets someone. Oh, here it is, y'all. Just to give y'all a graphic. But look at the two things that first pop up. I'll screenshot that too, just so y'all can feel the energy. Okay, here I come. I'm gonna post y'all two pictures. Number one is this one. No, not that one. This is number one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Louisville infractions case will be resolved through the independent accountability resolution process. Louisville must feel like their hands are tied. Louisville must just know their hands are completely tied. They must just be resigned to the fact. Because this IARP, again, y'all have heard me many of nights. Y'all have heard me that thing is crap. That's, even with the name, independent accountability. Even y'all ever see a commercial? Y'all ever see a commercial on TV that's so stupid and you just say, who thought this was a good idea? Who was in the room? And then you realize those people who did that, they're not smarter than me. And we sit here and watch all this TV program, and then you realize the people behind the camera don't know anything. Independent accountability resolution process. But in fine print, the only resolution is you can't appeal. That's the resolution. Except for the team. Yeah, I think that's what it is. The athlete in me just listens to the body. I don't like no appeal. That's what the whole thing, was put together for. Yes, NASCAR Steven, yes. That's why I said you cannot participate. You still should be taking the NCAA to court for your championship and for your overreach. Like, you have a million examples about the disciplinary process of the NCAA. You have a million court cases to use for standards, for disciplinary standards. Maybe they just want to get this over with, but here's the problem. They don't realize how bad that Nike wants to put Adidas out of basketball. Like, they don't realize that they got the money to influence this independent resolution process to bury us. You never give up your rights. All kind of trial, all kind of Supreme Court. No, listen, we are doing the independent review. We should be taking this to the Supreme Court for Rick being cleared of any knowledge from Katina Powell to, to all the things that were picked on Rick and the university. And for the first time, you said the shoe company is a booster? That's ridiculous. I agree with that too. Give me 1 second. Let me get a big cop out real quick. Oh, listen. Think about this. All this stuff comes out. All these investigations come out. The NCAA knew that they weren't going to be able to keep the same unfair standards and practices. So that's why you put together a review panel with no appeals. And you give it the illusion of, that's why the first word is independent. The first word is them trying to say, we got nothing to do with the NCAA, but the NCAA pays that group. If you really tried to come up with an independent review board or whatever, you would go to the court systems, and you would ask the court. The NCAA would ask the court to put us together a group. We'll pay for it, but you select the group. You put the group together for independent review. If you were really like trying to, in fairness, you were really trying to get that to happen. You put that board together, and again, what review board doesn't have an appeal? Like, what disciplinary process doesn't have an appeal? Like, that's ridiculous. That means you're literally signing up for oligarchy or whatever, just whatever the word is. Yeah. A review board with no accountability, and you call it an accountability board. But if you cannot challenge it, if you can't appeal, then there is no accountability. The only accountability is them disciplining you and you not having an appeal. So they're basically saying, whatever we give you, you're going to be accountable for it, but not us. We can do literally what we want. It's going to be, yeah, I agree, James. I agree. I know, put it all back up anyway, in my opinion. What chance to give you a chance, better outcome than expected? 20% chance. And I'm only saying 20 because of time and how much pressure already on the NCAA. But those are long shots. A 20% chance is a long shot. Probably more like 15. And that's me being eternal optimist. And I'm still saying 15. Yes, we all going to smoke a cigar together. And my cigar guy is going to supply everyone. Jeez. IARP should stand for inside agenda, really petty. Yes, 100%. I might make a judge, jury, and executioner. Right. I might actually make a shirt that says F the IARP. Actually, my shirt is going to say, I'm going to make a Louisville shirt. And listen, I'm telling this idea. This is my idea. If you try to take it, I will sue you for stealing my idea. I'm going to make a Louisville shirt that says FIARP. I'm going to do it ahead of time. Yep, it's going to say Louisville. It's a FIARP. For sure. Oh, hold on, I missed this. Right. They're coming for that too if they could. Also put together NCAA can adjudicate in a reasonable amount. I know. It's suspect. Just wanted to say you and Brian were great on the coverage of the chase who was caught today across the studio store. Thank you, Brad. I cannot believe we changed the coverage over to 680 and they weren't talking about it. We were breaking the story on the radio. We had the story. I cannot believe they went over to 680. Brian, I know you want to get out of here. We have an exclusive story of a damn hostage / barricaded in situation right in front of our studio, and you kicked it over to 680 where they're talking to a Tennessee guy? That was a bad programming decision. Thank you, Brad. Thank you. What else? I know it sounds like Hig. Hig. You knew how I would respond when I read that question. You already knew. You knew how I was going to respond when you typed this question up. We just got one of the best up-and-comers, a guy who's responsible for the defensive line of the #2 recruiting class in the nation. We just got Malik back. Donovan's out here killing it. We might get 4-star Rodney Rice coming in here. And he hits me with the how many games can we afford to lose out of straight? Oh, cool guy Don. 2-year ban if we're lucky. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was so funny. How pissed was Mack tonight? Brian, I was 100% gonna show the video of Coach Mack being pissy, because he was. That's a good call. We should be like Georgia Tech. Say we took a ban last year. 100%. I agree. I'm holding. Listen, we're gonna celebrate with these cigars hardcore. Actually, because y'all take care of the channel. I bought the good streaming package so we can have all kind of people in this room, and I'm gonna send out mass invites so we can all get on this channel right here and smoke cigars together on this channel, so we can have a screenshot forever of all 25. I think I might be able to get 50 people here, at least 25. 25 of us are gonna be able to get in this room at the minimum. Actually, let me see. Let me see how many people I can get in here. Hold on. Let's see real quick. Hold on. I want to see all of them. I can't stand when they make it difficult to get a price. All you want is a simple price. Why do y'all have to make it so difficult? Hold on, y'all. This just irritates. It just irritates the world out of me. Golly. They really won't do it. They really won't do it. This is pathetic. This is pathetic. Okay, I'm not even gonna let that irritate me, y'all. Sorry about that. That caught my attention. Point being, we're gonna be able to get a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, listen. Listen, John. B-Hall just look. I might make him admit it that he just wanted to get out of there. B-Hall did not want to sit around on a Friday. B-Hall has to understand that breaking news is the most important thing to a radio station that you can have. And I'm going to get on him eventually. Hold on. Update. Okay, Kenny Klein updates. I got to make sure I check all the email, make sure I didn't miss another game cancellation or something, because you never know. The news story. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you cannot leave that story. Listen, and there was nothing I could do because Process didn't want to be in there. Brian didn't want to be in there. Nikki was doing the show. So I was like, okay, it is what it is. We got to get on out of here then. Let me go through. Let me speed up a little. I appreciate it, Rue. I listen. I know that I owe the people for being so good to me. Have any evidence? Yeah, Ryan. Like, that's what I'm saying. We can go down that line. Hearsay is the only thing. What, like, his bank records didn't match up. Nothing matched up. Hearsay was Katina Powell. Hearsay was a play. Jesus Christ. What Donovan do tonight? Heard he's out here killing it. I haven't seen it though. Mack was downright angry. I thought so too. And listen, if y'all hang out, I mean, I can go to the Mack interview. Really do think we'll win them off for real. I feel like no, Zeb, it's over. We're gonna get wasted. Look, now I sound like the super negative guy. Tell me the price. Oh no. Already got the listen, because people support the channel, I got the big the big streaming package. Yeah. Yeah, I got the big package already. Oh, so I'll be able to get 1,000 people. Yes. Thank you, Secretary. Secretary has confirmed we will be able to get yes, we'll be able to get 50 people in here. We're going to be able to get 50 in here, and we're all going to have a cigar together. It's going to be awesome. At least 50 people. And when you sign out, we're going to get some more people in. I'm going to send out at least 50. I'm going to send out 100 invites, and the first 50 to join in, we all going to do it together. Brian, I don't know the details, and the HIPAA laws, you can't really say it. Out of the loop, did Mack? No, he didn't get a fresh hairdo, but he got an attitude. Here's a payment legend. Right, Ryan. Ryan, when I saw that, I was like, how stupid is this? And listen, smart adult men who work with me at the station was like, it's written right there. And I'm like, y'all, this shit looks stupid. Sorry, Ballard, if you're still up. This looks stupid. And listen, y'all remember how mad I was back then? Y'all remember how mad I was? Because I was like, this ledger is written with the same pencil or pen. A ledger that supposedly took place over the course of 2 years was written with the exact same pen or pencil. I said, that's stupid. Nobody keeps the same pen and keeps a ledger over the course of 2 years and just writes it one on top of each other. Fireman, $200. Policeman, $200. Louisville basketball team, $332. Doctor, $200. That is the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life. Stupid. I guarantee he had dogs to walk. Hold on. Let me keep going. Pouring up for the Mack interview. Okay, so y'all want to do that? Over 30 years, I wouldn't pay to. Listen, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't even get me started. Mark me one. I won't believe we're playing. Listen, I won't believe we're playing until we're in the last 10 minutes of the game. Rue, don't call me out. Fire. Right, Ryan. It really had that. It was the stupidest thing. And I'm telling you, listen, I want y'all to see something. Put it this way. I'm going to say this before I go into this Mack interview. You know how people are just, okay, when Louisville went 2-10 in football, listen to what I'm saying. When Louisville went 2-10 in football, every single day there was a new way to make fun of Louisville. there was a new angle to make fun of Louisville. Now that Kentucky sucks, you know what they say? Oh, well, we know Kentucky's bad, but let's talk about this Louisville team that's struggling. You won't even come up with a new angle about how bad they suck, right? So, okay, so then I get days like this where think about that. The number one topic for today, of course. Think about this. You get down. Calipari is looking for mid-majors. And that's the fourth, fifth thing. An idea for Satterfield. Y'all act like this stuff is comical, y'all. This stuff is comical. Like Louisville sitting at home on a COVID pause or IARP. I swear to God, if I told you the all-time winningest basketball program was 6-13, and you just said, "Oh, we know they suck," so they got 3 5-stars and 4 4-stars, and you just said, "Oh, we know they suck, so there's nothing to talk about." Louisville was 2-10, and y'all filled up 3 hours of show every single day about Louisville football sucking. With that being said, hold on, let me check these out really quick. You just joined, Jared? How did the standoff end? No, what's more important is, why don't you already know how the standoff ended? Why don't you already know that? Why was that not covered more? Why was that not talked about? Why do you know that? Why do you not know that? I can't believe you just got here, Jared. I've been giving good stuff. I don't know what y'all talking about. Oh no, 2 of the podcasts today. Okay, fair enough. I know, Jared. Listen, so you don't even know. Oh God, I can't even refresh it all. I had to turn into a real journalist, or attempt to be a real journalist today. There was a standoff in front of ESPN Louisville studios. 30 cops, SWAT, unmarked police cars, a Durango hit and run on some cop cars, tried to hit a cop, ran through tried to run through one of the fences over right in front of the studio. And Brian and Process didn't want to stay there and keep on doing this show. And Brian, listen, we covering it. We got the exclusive on this, and Brian left. Oh my God. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, no, not a chance. Jared takes 3 shots and you're caught up. Oh, I hate that you missed it all. And Jared, you got to take 3 shots to catch up. Listen, I already got Lauren. My designated driver is good to go. New York. But here's the thing. Hart, all he does is hate on New York too. So he can sit around and say, "Oh, my team sucks, so I don't care." So just like everybody sucks around you there, right? But you only enjoy screwing with Louisville the whole time. So I appreciate it. Big okay. For some wait, you didn't? Listen, I gave it all I could, man. I wasn't mad. I was a little disappointed. It went down today. No way I'm leaving. I know, Zeb. Like, we literally had the exclusive of a standoff directly in front of the studio. Like, you gotta call somebody and say, "Listen, whatever, I'm gonna be late. I know it's a Friday. Who cares? The roads are clear. You got to stay here and cover that." Diener texted me right then. Was like, "We getting all this, alive, like Dude, the studio, like you, and Process is not answering the phone because he's out there watching and probably recording on his phone. It's like, dude, you work for a radio station. You got an exclusive of a possible hostage situation right in front of the studio. Oh, I didn't get that. I missed toys. Hold on. I didn't get an alert on the show today, so it's on YouTube. Oh, Toya. I couldn't YouTube it this week, and he didn't post it, and we went past 12. So word on the street is they didn't even post the show. It's not my job. I don't know who didn't post it. It wasn't cool. I was disappointed. I tried, man. I tried. Yeah, I went to about 12:40 or something. Good way to start the weekend. Yeah, I mean it was interesting. Yeah, fumbled the bag and the ball. And the ball. We got to have something to talk about, right? Right. Name for the studio. I'm listening to that one. No, it's not going to be on. No, the show didn't even get podcasted today. Again, we did the end of the show, and then we went over the time, but none of it got put up on SoundCloud. So, I think it's lost in the abyss. Is David or Carlique out for tomorrow? I don't think so, but that would suck. No, the show starts at about 10:04 every day. Oh, wait. Are you talking about the evening show? Because I did listen. I'm gonna click on this one because I saw it already. But the reason I paused, I like the Players Club. I like the Players Club. Listen, Bickett, the Cardinal Crib would have been good, but the Players Club, I really like. Because a lot of people aren't going to get it. I think Steve would enjoy being Players Club. Jared, there's no chance we win tomorrow. Oh, the Midnights. Yeah, no, usually 11. I mean, it was originally 11. Sometimes during the week, I know people, I tried to make some adjustments during the week sometimes for people that got to get up. But most of the time, you can pretty much assume, because we usually got about 11, we got about an hour worth of content nights before. So yeah, listen, Brian, the Boomer Room, not Ron Slay owns that. Ron Slay owns the Boomer Room. That's his. I wouldn't dare step on it. Williams is playing. Yes, I'm very excited about that. The Players Club. The Players Club is classy. Yes, it is the classy Players Club. Outcast, man. That is funny. I know. Listen. If you let me beat the South owns Players Club, I don't know. Eddie Murphy owned the original one, but in the sports world, Tennessee great Ron Slay owns the phrase Boom Boom Room. Toya, I agree 100%. I agree with this 100%. Okay. So we covered, so we covered David Cooper, big time Florida coach. He's a big time social media man. So again, if you're on Periscope right now, or if you're just on Facebook, but you do have a Twitter account, one Coach Cooper, follow him. He's going to be a great follow. You're going to get a lot of inside information. We already talked about the IARP, actually FIARP. Kentucky is trying to get mid-major schools to play them now so they can get some easy stats. Steve had the best point. Steve said Kentucky Coach Cal probably has a bonus or a floor that he has to beat to keep his contract or something. Or every year you get double-digit wins, you get a bonus or something. That was totally a Steve idea. If y'all want to do the Coach Mack press conference, we can do that. But wait, hold on. Let me get through these real quick. From the Players Club, Edis can pull it off. Yeah, listen, we'll call it. Listen, Edis can call it whatever he wants. We'll call it the Players Club. Y'all can rename it. Oh wait, hold on. Everybody else can rename it something else when they're in there. Run it by Steve. I'm an everyday lower listener. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I think Steve would be down with that. How much does Malik? See, Malik helps with toughness and talking, but Malik's lack of athleticism, I think it kind of hurts JJ and Jalen sometimes. Just in my basketball eyes. You think we should make up our games or just stick with? If we steal a nice win or two, I'd shut it down. But just like you only play if you need the games. It's one Coach Cooper. Okay, sorry. Thank you, Joe Bean. I said one Coach Cooper. It's one Coach Coop. Thank you. So everybody who was looking for him, I'm sorry. Joe cleared it up for me. I screwed that up big time. Okay, really quick, y'all. Really quick, before I go to the Coach Mack, I want to share something with you. We're in on a guy. Actually, you know what? I'll share the audio. We have a good chance of getting this kid. And I was checking him out. Actually, let me turn that volume down. I want to turn the volume down because, listen, this kid's a 6'4" point guard. He has a lot of car leak to him. He's really, really smooth. A lot of car leak to him. Jump shot kind of looks the same. Look at it. Look how good of a shape he's in. I want y'all to check this kid out. Just check him out for a few minutes. If this kid is legit, he's probably more like 6'3", but this kid can play. He's a 4-star. I want y'all to see, okay, once we get past it, just the set shots, I really want y'all to see his poise on the ball handling. Look, this is why I say he's look at this. Look, nice pace to him, nice control, knows he can get around people pretty easy. This kid got a nice little game to him. Look, you know how we talked about car leak with a nice change of pace? Again, point guard, 4-star. He's 21, 22. So it'll be listen, he's like he's not gonna come in with Ellis and them. He'll be after them. But he can really move. He can really pass it. He has a really good pace to him. It's a young kid, y'all. This is a young kid. Hold on. Yeah, listen. Like I said, notice how he kind of reminds you of Carlik in like a lot of places. Woo! Oh, come on, young fella. But look real comfortable with the basketball. Look look, attacking people like this is a more extensive. This is not a mixtape. This is an extensive. Look. It's an extensive video clip of his good and bad plays. Get fouled. Get the L1, young fella. But again, he's young. Woo. Be careful with this kid, y'all. Remember this name, Rodney Rice Jr. You're gonna like him. Y'all are gonna like him. Takes a lot of pride in his passing, all that good stuff. Okay, let me cut this off. Once our big men start running and finishing, he will open it up. Coach Mack is not against running. You just got to have the guys that want to get out and can finish like that. Okay, this is what I'll do. Hold on, let me close these other two. Let me close the Coach Cooper. Okay, we got to find Mack real quick, y'all. Okay, found it. Share. Okay, share the screen. Let's go. Chrome. Oh, let me get that off the screen. Hold on. I don't know. Oh, sorry, I had it muted. Hold on. I think I gotta put it. I gotta put it in my ears, y'all. Sorry.
Hey, Coach. It's been a crazy couple of days since we last talked to you. Can you kind of walk us through what's happened with your team since the Syracuse postponement?
Yeah, we've had to subsequently test to see who was able to.
Well, that's funny.
Continue to practice and be able to play this weekend. We held one practice today that I just walked out of, and we had workouts yesterday with guys individually on their own while we waited for testing results.
He is so mad right now, y'all.
Come back.
And as a follow-up to that, do you think you'll be close to full strength tomorrow?
I don't know. We have a conflict right now with our medical people and powers that be with their medical people. So right now, I don't know who's going to be available for the game tomorrow.
Ugh.
To Ken Spencer.
Yeah, Chris. I mean, obviously, seems like there's something every day. Just how much of a challenge, has this week been for you guys?
It's been frustrating, but we want to get back on the court and get back to playing basketball, and hopefully we're allowed to do that.
Go to Jeff and then to Russ.
Ryan, all coaches
So, Chris,
look tired late
with
season.
the way that this is set up now, are you allowed to travel with everyone and be told later on who's available, or how
It's
does
like
that part of the
presidents.
process work?
Yeah, we basically had everybody practice today. The only person that didn't practice is Aiden. Aiden's been out with a sickness that's not related to COVID. He's not feeling up to making a trip or practicing at this point. But COVID has been ruled out in Aiden's case, but everybody else was available for practice.
Russ?
Brad.
Chris, since the Georgia Tech game, off the top of your head, how many times have you been able to practice?
That's a tough question to answer, Russ, because I was obviously out. I think there were 4 or 5 practices when I was out, so maybe 7.
Yeah. As a follow-up to that, what kind of problems can a long break like this create for a team?
Can y'all hear it okay?
Well, just, conditioning would probably be the first thing that comes to mind. Just being sharp in what you're running, defensively being on it. when you lose game reps and practice reps. So, we'll make no excuses and do the best we can as we head out to Carolina here shortly.
Paul?
Two questions I put about North Carolina. One,
Okay.
one thing they're doing this year, which they always do, is
Okay,
rebound.
JTK.
What's the knack? How do they do that year in and year out?
They got a great system, Paul. They generally play with two traditional big guys. Most teams around the country have sort of gone to more of a version that, we're all used
Jared,
to now.
no way.
That stretch four, that handles the ball, that shoots it. Heck, some teams are playing with stretch fives that don't post up that much. Carolina's the opposite of that. They play their 4 and 5 right on the blocks. And so that puts them in great position when the shot goes up because they're not running a whole lot to get to the offensive glass. They're already there. They recruit big, strong kids that have high motors. They take really good shots, and they go get the ones that they miss. And so they've got, 4 guys, at least in their front court.
I'll say this. Listen. Every single coach looks like that at the end of a season. Good coaches look like they age in presidential years. They look terrible. Y'all remember how skinny Rick used to look in his suits in late February? Y'all remember how healthy Rick looked at the beginning of the year? He looked so pale and white at the end of the year. He didn't start looking kind of halfway healthy again until he went on vacation, off season. This is what coaches look like. So, and listen, no, I was giving Coach Mack a hard time about quarantine stuff, but yeah, he doesn't have like COVID hangover or anything like that. Like, he just dude's stressed out. You know what I'm saying? He's stressed out through this, scouting his team, scouting the other teams, don't know who he's gonna play. Yeah, and listen. He takes pride in his condition and stuff. So he's not like, I don't think he's like he's already kind of pale. Like, like let's not make this awkward, y'all. Like, y'all know he's kind of pale.
That are a load. And then, they obviously have wing players as well that attack the glass too. So they come at all angles.
They have a good bit of size, and now even Kessler's
I'm not confident.
What, if anything,
You're right.
additional is he added to them?
Well, I just think
Yes,
he's another
Lauren.
big guy that provides interior scoring. He's really skilled.
I can see that.
He'll catch it in the post, turn, face, make shots. He hit a 3 the other day. Again, usually Carolina, when they get those big guys, they're not stiffs. They're able to post up, score it around the basket, pass it to one another, and then face up as well.
Shannon?
I just wanted to follow up. I'm a little bit confused. So you're all following the ACC protocols, but what's the difference between the sets of medical people?
The only reason I pause this, y'all, is pay attention. Keep in mind, Shannon Russell was with him at his years at Xavier. He has history with her. Like, he knows, she's a cool reporter, whatever. Listen to how he answers even her questions. You know what I'm saying? And she doesn't really she wants to tell stories, like good stories. Like, she's not a gotcha type of reporter. And even with her, who he likes, listen to how, look how pissed off he is, y'all. Oh, this is going to be terrible, Shannon.
The ACC protocols, but
I felt bad for her on this one.
I just wanted to follow up. I'm a little bit confused. So you're all following the ACC protocols, but what's the difference between the sets of medical people?
Who will be available to play and who won't be?
And who decides that?
Not sure yet.
To Matt?
Hey, Coach, Matt McEvans.
One of these days, Shannon, I will write a book because the last 48 hours has been interesting to say the least.
Listen. Look,
I guess the difference between
Coach,
this.
I'm
as
sorry,
well.
but I know you're so mad
Usually
right now.
Carolina, when they get those big guys, they're not stiff. So they're
Y'all,
able to post
listen
up, score around the
how mad
basket,
he is.
pass it to one another, and then face up as well.
I was really glad he cleaned it up afterwards, though.
Shannon?
I just wanted to follow up. I'm a little bit confused. So you're all
Look at
following
him,
the
y'all.
ACC protocols, but what's I guess the difference between the sets of medical people?
Who will be available to play and who won't be?
And who decides that?
Not sure yet.
To Matt?
Hey, Coach, Matt McGavin.
One of the
Well,
Listen, he said, I'm not sure yet. We are 4 months into the season, and Coach Mack was like, she just asked, she asked a good natural question. So how are we going to know who can play and who can't? And he literally says, I'm not sure yet. But I know he felt bad about that, so he made sure he cleaned it up. Oh, my God, I shouldn't be laughing, Coach. I know you're so frustrated, Coach. I get it. Look, and I'm not even allowed to talk about how frustrated I am because I don't want to get called all these dirty names, because anything you say about this frustration, it turns into you being insensitive to the whole planet Earth. So
who will be available to play and who won't be?
and who decides that?
Not sure yet.
Oh, he's pissed.
To Matt?
Hey, Coach, Matt McGavin.
One of these days, Shannon, I will write a book because the last 48 hours has been interesting to say the least. I'm sorry I can't give you more information.
See, he felt bad, y'all.
I'm just as confused as you are.
Good job, Coach.
Okay, Matt.
Hey, Coach, this is Matt McGavin with Sports Illustrated. Over the last week, we've learned that Malik Williams is starting to make some progressions in practice. Is there a chance that we could perhaps maybe see him over the next game or two?
Yes. Malik will play tomorrow.
Listen, y'all, Coach Mack does not play anybody out of injuries. He is patient. He is safety first, right? How angry does Coach Mack have to be just to be like, yes, he gonna play? You know what? I've been holding everybody back. I've been trying to be careful. But if they're going to keep on screwing us over like this, you know what? Listen, Malik, if you want to play, go ahead and play. Charles, if you want to play, go ahead and get out there and play. Yes, Malik's going to be playing. Yes, Charles is going to be playing. And everybody else is going to be playing. If y'all want to play, get out. He's basically saying, I'm going to stop holding y'all on this bench because it's bad enough with some of these. And again, I'm not saying all the protocols are bad, but some of them are they're already antiquated. They've already been outdated. We've already learned things about this pandemic that we didn't know 3 months ago, 6 months ago when these rules were designed. So yeah, he's angry. Look at his face, y'all. Y'all, my coach is so pissed off right now. Oh my God. Imagine if you were a player and he was looking at you like that. Like he's going to rip your head off. Oh my God.
Chance that
so
we could
angry.
perhaps maybe see him over the next game or two?
Listen.
Yes. Malik will play tomorrow.
Yes, look at him rocking. Listen, I don't know if y'all can see this up close.
Malik Williams is starting to.
Can y'all see him rocking? You can tell. Listen, hold on. I got to tell y'all this because this is so funny. Listen, insider information, and he'll admit it on air. Listen, I know I'm enjoying this so much. Yeah, if y'all ain't here on the YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe. Please hit the like button. It helps the videos. When I do these long shows, and if I don't get any likes on these long shows, YouTube won't share my videos. They won't send out notifications. They'll just think I'm just some guy on here just wasting everybody's time. So if you do happen to go to the YouTube channel, I do encourage you, go to Made for the Ville, but spell it out, Made for the Ville, MADEFORTHEBILLE. So I hate doing this, but insider information. When Steve gets anxious about something, I'm telling you, his legs kick so fast under the table. Hey, y'all, Steve's legs under the table. I don't know how to describe it. It's like his legs start moving so fast whenever he gets anxious or nervous. It's the funniest thing y'all ever seen in y'all life when Steve Rubbage gets worked up. So every time y'all hear him like real pissed off or something or real nervous or something, I swear, y'all, this man's legs kick like, I mean, he looks like he's swimming. He literally looks like he's swimming. So, listen, next time when we're in the studio together and we get some bad news or something, I'm going to turn the camera and I'm going to point it down at his legs just so y'all can see how hard his legs be kicking. And look at Coach Mack, like he's trying to be cool, but he's just like, and listen, you can tell because at the end of the press conference, look how fast he jumps out of there. And look how Kenny Klein is like, okay, yeah, that's enough. We're going to get him out of here. Because look, he going to say something mean to somebody, so we're going to get Coach Mack out of here. Oh, yeah. Oh, listen. Hold on. Steve coming out. See. Oh, okay, so I'll play it, y'all. So just so y'all can see everything. He is pissed.
Okay, Matt.
Hey, coaches.
Look how he's moving.
Sports Illustrated. Over the last week, we've learned that Malik Williams is starting to make some progressions in practice. Is there a chance that we could perhaps maybe see him over the next game or two?
He's so frustrated.
Malik will play tomorrow.
Y'all do see he's rocking, right?
All right, Gary.
Chris, I guess along that line, based on the personnel that you have available, including Malik, do you have an idea in mind of how many minutes initially guys go, or rather, how deep do you feel like you can go into your bench and try to keep guys
this
fresh?
Is a good coach, y'all.
As they try to
shake
off
intense coach.
The layoff.
Yeah, I think that, I don't know that yet. It's part of the frustrating thing. We've got to find out who's available first. And then from that point on, we got to figure out, how we have to distribute the minutes. Certainly there are a few guys that, are coming off of a return to play protocol. You have Malik, who's coming off a year absence.
Return to play protocol.
Done everything he
Return to play protocol. Not COVID layoff. Return to play protocol.
You have Malik, who's coming off a year absence, who's done everything he needs to do in order to put himself back on the court. But you still got to get in game shape and get those game reps in. That there's really no substitute. So that's going to be a challenge for our coaching staff, and to keep our guys as fresh as we can, given who's able to play.
Go to Paul and then Michael.
Sorry, I just realized I hadn't muted my mic. I hope there wasn't feedback. Just on regarding Malik, what do you realistically expect to get out of him tomorrow?
Oh my God! Listen. The reason I don't coach, y'all, the number one reason I do not coach, I never wanted to go into coaching. The number one reason that I don't even want to halfway mentor the basketball youth is this posture right here. Look how angry he is right now. I don't know if I have the heart, and I physically mean, I don't know if my heart is strong enough to withstand the anger that I would feel, because I don't know if my kids are even eligible to play or not, and dealing with all the frustrations of a season. I've been sitting in the basement at home. My wife is making IARP jokes, like all that stuff. He is pissed. Listen, that posture right there is why I don't coach basketball. It's why I knew I could never coach basketball. Because I can't deal with the frustration. I care too much. I'm too passionate. I'm way too passionate to be able to like relax in a situation like this. Coach is pissed off.
I don't know exactly, Paul. I think he'll do a good job defensively for us. I think he's got a great voice. He certainly didn't lose that.
He's relaxing, y'all.
He's
He's trying to be cool.
He's going to be a little rusty, and we understand that. He provides a veteran presence for us, a guy on the interior that's capable of defending and rebounding. And I think as time goes on, he'll get a lot more comfortable offensively, figure out his niche with our team. In terms of minutes, I don't know, 10, 15. I really don't know that at this point. It'll really depend. First couple of trips up and down the floor, he may look at me and say, Coach, I got to get a blow. So we'll find out.
Okay, he laughed.
He's done a really good job in practice.
That's a good sign, y'all.
Michael.
Hey, Coach. Michael McCammon, Cardinal Authority. I was going to kind of ask what Paul just did there, but on a different note, obviously there's questions about who could be available. Do you have an anticipated time of when you might get the answers that you hope to as far as players available?
Hopefully here in the next couple hours, but I got privy to that information as soon as I walked off the floor.
Jody.
He's pissed.
Chris, throughout this whole week, how do you keep it's obviously been frustrating for everybody.
That means he just found
hopefully
out
here in the next couple hours.
Walking off the floor.
I got privy to that information as soon as I walked off the floor.
Jody.
He thought he had his whole team.
Chris, throughout this whole week, how do you keep it's obviously been frustrating for everybody. How have you tried to keep the guys that were involved in this and the guys that weren't involved in all this who were still practicing, kind of keep their emotions in check and keep them positive?
Yeah, it's a challenge. I think our guys have been great. They've dealt with all the punches that they've dealt with really well. Yeah, it's
last note, this answer, his response is kind of another reason why I really don't think we're going to have the edge to win the game against North Carolina. This last answer kind of was like, while I agreed with them, I knew it wasn't edgy enough to make me feel super confident about the teams.
It's a challenge. I think our guys have been great. They've dealt with all the punches that
just the way he shook his head like that
really well for a long period of time, starting with the loss of the NCAA tournament a year ago. So for them, it's probably nothing new. We can't let it be demoralizing. We just got to be able to continue to have the best attitude and give the best effort we can. And I can't ask any more from our players than they've given.
Coach, thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone for joining us.
Oh God, he's the angriest person on the planet.
Coach, thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone for joining us.
He's so angry, y'all. He's so angry. And listen, y'all, this is what I agree with, but I don't, it makes me less confident. When he says, even from last year losing the tournament, I can't even ask more of them. Okay, how some coaches can say, I don't care. I'm going to keep on, drill sergeant. Even him is saying, I can't even drill sergeant y'all right now because I'm frustrated. So that response says, okay, if y'all come out and play good, great. If y'all don't, I'm going to push y'all. But I do recognize y'all are giving me maximum attention, maximum effort. He's proud. He's really proud of his team. I will say that. I don't need this on anymore. He's really proud of his team. He's really proud of the effort and focus, and he's frustrated because there's things out of his control, that he can't affect. So he's frustrated for the kids. So that's the kind of, sometimes I wonder that energy, sometimes the fan in me says, no, you got to stay tough on them no matter what. But the player and the coach and, the adult in me says, Nah, you gotta give them a hug too. You know what I'm saying? They really fighting through a lot of stuff. So, hold on, let me come back. Let me knock down some of these. Let me just run through them real quick. Coach, man, we're laughing, but he's ready. I know. I mean, it's funny because it's not our job to deal with that level of frustration. How many games do we need to win if we actually? Yeah, listen, Jared, we're not going to move up and down much. We're stuck. We're stuck between 7 and 10. If we lose all the games, it's terrible. If we win all the games, we can be bumped up a little bit, but we're pretty much stuck between 7 and 10. Put a fan deal. Listen, when I see the number, that's a great point. If the number's really bad, like if Louisville's like a 7-point underdog or something ridiculous coming off of COVID, I would take that all day. But I do want to see the number. Yes, cool guy Don. I know you're talking about Steve. Yeah, we used to get on the Nintendo gamepad and go. I remember everybody used to do that. I think I was in Germany when that Nintendo gamepad came out, and everybody was on the pad trying to do the track thing. That's what Steve Rummage's legs look like when he's excitable. Funniest thing you ever see. So maybe they can come out. Yeah, I know, Lauren. I know, Lauren. I feel bad for him too, and that's like I'm laughing because while I do feel bad, I'm proud of them too. So I like to laugh at the frustration because I can laugh at the other side of the success and all that stuff. So yeah, I do appreciate it all. So the winning is funny. The frustration. We're full strength. There's no way we're out for blood. No, but listen, we done put some bad losses on North Carolina, so hopefully they don't cancel. I know. I'll hold my breath until until the fourth. Until I was almost said the fourth quarter. I'll hold my breath until the last couple minutes of the game. Yeah, that's funny. Hold on. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. Yeah, I agree, Rue. I know what you're saying. I agree with you, man. Yes, that's kind of like a Calipari exit. Listen, I would love to see that, James, too, but we in a situation. I know. Listen, I know I could give speeches and stuff like that, but the day-to-day grind is just like, oh my God. I think that's it, y'all. So unless you got any questions, look, it sounds like most of y'all saw, or most of y'all were listening to the police standoff that happened in front of the studio. If y'all weren't listening and you didn't hear about what happened, then that's why you should listen from 10 to 12, sometimes 10 to 12:45 every day on Middays with Marcus Maven on 939 The Bill. If y'all didn't hear, actually, if you're mad that it didn't get posted, you should just send a respectable email to ESPN Louisville and tell them you would like to hear the coverage of the standoff. That's fine. You don't have to be mean about it, but just tell them you would like to hear the coverage of the standoff that happened today directly in front of ESPN Louisville Studios. So for those of you, I want y'all to know that I was willing to stay on the radio for as long as I needed to be until it ended, and they moved the show to 680 and we lost the producer. So it wasn't my call, it wasn't my decision. So I hope y'all didn't get mad at me. Peace out. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. Joe, later, dude. Okay. I know, I agree with that. Peace out. My pleasure. My pleasure. Thanks for supporting the channel. The donations, the cash apps, the Venmos, I do appreciate all of them. Again, any way you support the channel, I really do appreciate it. It really makes it all worth doing. It really makes keeps the streaming service going. So I do appreciate all that. Again, questions, contacts, anything, don't hesitate. madefortheville@gmail.com. Remember, follow one Coach Coop on Twitter. U of L 5.5. Oh, U of L plus 5.5. I'd still take Carolina. That's not enough. I haven't seen the dunk yet, Dale, but I'm going to look for it. What time was the standoff? It started at like the last 13 minutes of the show. So at the very end of the show is when the standoff, like, is when we came out of our last commercial break, and that's when it started. Appreciate it, cool guy Don. I can't wait to see that, Rue. Around noon. Yeah, probably 10 minutes before noon. Y'all get out of here. Enjoy your evenings. No, listen, Drew texted me. Drew was happy. I stayed and was covering it. So Drew knew that was a good story. Oh man, I can't believe AD is injured. Secretary says it started around 11:45. So if she says it, y'all, it is true. I haven't got. Okay, Brittany says I need to check out the dunk. She's supposed to be asleep. I'll be watching that. Cat West. That would be funny. That would be so funny, Jared. Is that the new name? Is that Jared? I'm gonna name the other studio Cat West, and nobody's gonna get that joke. Nobody's gonna get that joke. I'm gonna name that other studio Cat West. You know what? Write that down. Secretary, write down Cat West, please. Write down Cat West and write down Players Club. That is very, very important. That's the only job for this evening. Not bad. U of L 3, get it, Marcus. How many players are we gonna have tomorrow? I really think we'll just be missing 2. But I'm worried it's gonna be Jalen Withers or somebody because Coach Mack is so pissed off. And I think he's setting us up to get out. So that means a 7. Yeah, Jared. Listen, when you said that, I listen. I know ain't nobody gonna get that, but Jared, you don't realize how funny that's gonna be when I rename this the other studio Cat West. I'm gonna laugh every day for the rest of the year on that joke alone. Y'all get out of here. Enjoy your evenings. Be safe. Get some good yoga in and some good stretching in tomorrow. Do some push-ups, sit-ups. Make sure you boost that immune system, y'all. And stop watching bad, crazy, sick stuff on TV every day. Gets in your brain, people. Protect your brain.